Hi, we're going to straight away discuss the Lab 1 question 1. So Lab 1 is basically all about object-oriented programming, in which we will recall whatever we have learned in the later chapters in fundamental programming classes. So first question, it requires us to make a class, name is time, and contains two attributes. The one is the hour, another one is a minute. And there is a range in which they are allowed. So it makes sense for validation purpose. And we have a constructor that definitely initialize the hour and minute. And we'll have a method to check whether the time is valid and a method to display the time in AM and PM format, AM PM format. After this, at last, we'll create a tester class to test our program, which is a main class. So now we roughly get the idea of what is the content of classes needed. The class time will have two attributes, hour and minute. If you want to do encapsulation, definitely you can do like adding a keyword private if you want it. Yeah. To save time, I will just use the default uh, accessibility. Yeah, man. Okay. Hour equals to h, then minute equals to n. Okay, just a normal constructor. After this, we'll have a boolean flag is valid time, which indicates if our time is valid or not. This doesn't require any parameter because we already have it in our class object. So if hour is within the range and minute is within the range, it should be okay. So and minute less than or equals to 59. So it will straight away evaluate all the conditions inside the bracket and return to the function to be returned outside. So if it is within the range, it will return a true, else it will straight away return a false. Now we have a final stuff to do, which is a display, in which we will first of all, we will display the original stuff here, which is the uh, input for hour and minute. So I will use a printf to format our decimal, in which if the decimal length is 0, if is 1 or 0, it will be filled with zeros until it has 2 digits. So this is the hour and minute, the original ones. So after I display the input for hour and minute, I need to validate our program. If it's valid time, I will do something. But first I will handle the not valid time first. If the time is not valid, I will print the print line and say that invalid time input. If it is valid, then I will do something else. So this will straight away return out of the function. After this, if it is valid, I will have an integer hour in 12-hour format equals to hour first, and I will have another flag which is a boolean is afternoon, that indicates if I need to print out a PM or an AM. So this one is if the hour in 12 is more than if it is more than 11, it should be it's afternoon already. And if hour in 12 is more than 12, I will minus it 12. Then I will print out the result. Percentage 02D colon percentage 02D space and the percentage s/n. So the first one is the hour in 12, the second one should be the minute, and the third one should be hour in should be a bracket that uses a ternary operator. Is afternoon. If it is afternoon, then it will be a PM. else it will be an AM. I think that's it. Let's try to test in the main program. Time 1 equals to new time. So time 2 equals to new time. The first one will be, let's say, 0000. Then this will be 23:59. Then I'll add more cases so we can compare them. Like this one will be -1, 2. This one will be like let's say another invalid time, which is like 159. No, this should be valid, but this is invalid. Then what else we can have to test our program? Equals a new time in which we have a 12:0. Okay, I think that's it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now done. Let's try to see. Okay, so the first time is 0000, which is 12 a.m., which is true. Then this one is 11 and 59 p.m., which is true also. Invalid. This is invalid hour. This is invalid minute. And the last one is 12 p.m. And if it's 1, if it's 13, then it should be time 6 dot display. Let's see. So if it's 13, it will be come 1 p.m. So it makes sense. So that's it for the first question.